Welcome to Puro Pinche Sports. I am your host, Jose Garza, and tonight I am joined by humble hater James. Been getting a lot of hate on YouTube lately. Guys, give him some love. But if you want to keep on hating, hit the like button. And
Keep cooking.
keep looking. And here with us tonight is Blurry Jeff. What the fuck happened? Your screen went blurry all of a sudden.
Mine's blurry? It don't look blurry on my end.
You look like you're on 360 right now.
You look like you're using an AOL dial-up.
720. Man, it's not blurry on my end. I don't know. Should I leave and rejoin?
Yeah, let me look on the Facebook right now. Yeah, you blurry there too.
Really? Let me leave and come back.
All right, cool. All right, James, you're still here. You got anything to say to all the keyboard warriors who've been hating on you last week?
Man, I mean, just speak your piece. You ain't gotta agree with me. Speak your piece. Unless you fact checking and you telling me something that I don't know, hey, continue to talk, bro. I love it.
Hey, man, I love it too, just because I love to see the views. I love to see the interactions. Obviously, people are never gonna agree. People are always gonna show either hate or love or whatever. But I love the interaction. Oh shit, he came back with the AC. The abuse is real. Holy crap. Tune it down. Hold on. But nah,
Don't
man.
burn up over there, Jeff. Don't burn up, dog.
Dude, he's burning up. He's blurry as hell. I'm hallucinating, bro. We're in Egypt right now over there where Jeff's at. Fucking Houston, Texas. Hey, Jeff, did you get hit by a tornado last week? What the fuck?
Nah, so I was home already by the time it happened. I get home on Wednesday nights now. Nice. Everybody was texting me like, "You all right?" I didn't know what the hell was going on. And but now I hit, like, I am close to downtown, but I'm like southeast of downtown. It hit downtown and more of the northwest side. So I don't know if we didn't have power over here on the weekend, but when I got here Monday night, everything was fine. So we got lucky.
Nice. Well, I'm glad you're safe, and I'm glad that James is taking a nice chin from all the people hating out there. But guys, show some love to James. I mean, he's a passionate Spurs fan. But you know where that toxicity comes from, right, guys? He's a Cowboys fan. That's what it comes from. The decades of being burned by the Cowboys. He thinks the Spurs are gonna fall into that same shit. That's all it is. It's numb to it. That's why Jeff is looking numb. He's not affected at all by that shit.
It's about the same. It's about the same.
Sir, 30 years versus what? 7?
10.
10 for the championship. Yeah, but 7 since like the playoffs.
Oh yeah, well, shit. Dallas ain't one of them.
Actually, 6. I think 6. We did make it in 18 when Ginobili retired. So it is like 6 years since the last playoff run we had, but 7 since we were actually competitive.
Yeah, Dallas is just good on paper.
Hey, it's okay. Hey, but you know what? So we're talking about a lot about basketball, obviously, right now. Pacers and Celtics are going on right now. I did want to talk about real quick some football. So obviously, we got some quarterbacks that have yet to get paid, right? For y'all, it's Dak Prescott. He won $60 billion. Jerry looks like he might actually skip out on that and actually just gamble on the year and see what happens. But also, we might be seeing Tua Tagovailoa going at it, not going to get paid. And Trevor Lawrence might be the same thing. But Trevor Lawrence is a different circumstance, right? He's going into his 4th year, 5th year option. I think got picked up. I got to double check on that. But they both won like around $50 million themselves. We know the quarterback market right now is that high.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask y'all guys, do they deserve that much money? 50, 50, and 60 in this case for Trevor, Tua, and Dak. Whoever wants to go first.
I'll go quick. Yeah, Tua's a tough situation, right? Because he did pass the ball a lot last year. Did he lead the lead in passing yards? That's what I heard today.
I believe that's
and they're still unsure about him, right? Miami, they had Ryan Tannehill. They never knew if he was the guy. Now they got Tua, and they're kind of like in the same boat. Like, is this the guy? And he wants to get paid. I heard he was unhappy with the first offer that they gave him, and he was going to skip OTAs, but I think he finally showed up yesterday. Tua, it is hard, right? Because he got hurt a lot with the concussion protocol and all that stuff. But I would be all right with Tua. He's real accurate. When his team is healthy, he gets them the ball. I'm all right with Tua. Trevor Lawrence, I think, he did take a step back this past year. I was rooting for the kid. I still think he's legit. I would, I can see why he's a little mad. I don't know what else you're going to be waiting for. I wouldn't go all balls out, but I would give Trevor some money. And then I think Jerry Jones finally came around on Dak. I think he ain't going to make him the next highest paid quarterback. I don't think he deserves it, and I think Jerry knows that. And Dak ain't, he ain't going to be happy about it. But because he has the stats, right? He has the regular season stats and all these stats. But when it comes down to it, to those close games, to the playoffs, he just doesn't show up. So I think they are going to let him just run this last year. And I told my other group that I was like, yeah, I think this might be Dak's last year as a Cowboy. And shit, I'm hoping it is.
James, they're all over 4,000 passing yards last year. Dak with 45, Tua with 46, and I think Trevor just got over 4,000 last year. We know with Trevor last year was a lot of injuries, and then also lack of protection from the front five. Tua, he's had his concussion concerns, but I mean he's also like we're paying on a guy that has to rely on the fact that he does have Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle on the team. What do you think, man? Are these guys worth it? Are these guys worth the 50, 50, and 60?
I kind of echo the sentiments of Jeff, man. Like, I do believe if you protect Tua, he showed you how decisive and efficient he can be in the offense. Mike McDaniels has a great quick scheme, quick get the ball out offense, where he's 1, 2, 3 throw, 1, 2, 3 throw. He can hit 1, 2, like within a matter of seconds. You know what type of speed they're working with. They got damn near USA track team over there. So Mostert to Achane to Waddle, you added a vet help with Beckham, and then you got Reek. Like, dude, it's no reason you shouldn't be leading the league in offense. Ain't too many people that can stand in front of those receivers. So I like Tua to get paid. I think he's deserving. I just think they need to protect him at the end of the day. Simply put, you saw what Baker did when he got a little bit of offensive line help. He looked good. He looked like the quarterback that he was supposed to be. So I think Tua does deserve it. And I think you just can't play with a man's psyche. You know what I'm saying? Like, his name kept getting tossed around. Like, and then not to mention you got him over here get brutally beat on the field because he's missing his pro left tackle. And so it's just you got to protect him. You got to protect your investment. If that's going to be your guy, show him he's going to be the guy and put a line out there for him. Make some more moves to get line out. Well,
you saw how badly they were burnt by some moves. Christian Wilkins left a lot of
and that's what I'm saying. You could have moved. Christian Wilkins.
They did not do things to protect them.
Yeah, you could have moved to Christian Wilkins to get somebody to plug in up front. So I think you should pay him. Trevor, on the other hand, I just don't know what's going on with the Jags organization. I don't think they have a true direction. I think they had a great year once they got Doug over there, and then I just don't know what happened after that. I really can't say why they sucked, but to have the success that they had on the back end of that year before, to come out like this and lay an egg with the expectations going up, and you adding the Calvin Ridley, you had too many weapons and too much talent out there to fall short like that. And you already know how I feel about Dak. I'm a big hater, but I'm also a big fan. I want the kid to be successful. It's just I don't know what it's going to take for that team as a whole to make a run. He's had everything that Romo didn't have, and he still hasn't proven himself. We know you have the arm strength. We know you have the talent. We know you have the skills, the IQ. But it's just damn, we don't never get it done. You go out there and you be great. You go down 20, you start slinging the ball everywhere, and you're looking like this magnificent quarterback. Your stats are inflated, and then when you have the chance to just go out there and step on somebody's neck, you lay an egg. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we play to the opponent every time. It's never, I'm going to just go out there and be great. I'm going to go out there and show consistency. The run game's not working, so what? I'm going to put the team on my back. You don't see that out of him. You see that out of other quarterbacks. And that's what makes me mad, because it's just dude, you have everything. You were protected with one of the best O-line football seen. You had the tight end. You had the receivers. You had the run game. And what do you have to show for it? You want $60 million with no playoff wins? Okay. Come on. It's not worth it. So
So, Alex, to catch you back up, we're basically just talking about the fact that Dak, Tua, and Trevor Lawrence have yet to be paid. We know it sounds like Jerry Jones might not want to go pay Dak, but we also don't know what the Dolphins and Jaguars are doing, not yet paying Tua and Trevor, especially when they don't have a backup plan. I just wanted to get your opinion on what you think about those situations.
Well, I do think Trevor deserves I don't think like a max contract, but he does deserve a second contract with the Jags. Just because you that organization's been so limited with having good quarterbacks. The before that, I think it was Bortles, and then I think
Blake the Great.
I think the last reliable quarterback they had was and what's his name? Number 9, I forgot his name.
Jay Cutler? No, I'm just kidding.
No, it was the OC for the Bucks.
Goddard or something like that. I forgot.
David Garrard. Yeah,
David Garrard.
He's the hand that also Maurice Jones-Drew.
So, he was probably been the most reliable quarterback the Jags have ever had in a really long time. And Trevor Lawrence, I think, beats any of those quarterbacks by a landslide. I think he does deserve a second contract. I don't know. Maybe just the numbers that they're dealing with. He did have a down year last year with not being very accurate, but he did have a lot of pressure in his face. So maybe they're trying to clear up some money so they could get some protection in front of him. And with Tua is the same thing. I think a lot of people are real they criticize him like a lot because of the lack of his arm strength, but you see what he could do with a team around him. Last year they got a bad injury bug on the defensive side, and I think that was a huge what is it called? Like how you say it? Like
a downfall, setback,
like a little setback for them throughout the year. Even though they did only put 9 points, I think, in the game against KC. Weather has to do a big factor with that.
If you don't believe,
especially with the offense,
that's crazy.
Yeah, especially with the offense they run.
Dry land, that completely different.
But that's football, so we gotta accept that we have to fight challenges.
Yeah, we accept it, but we know what's really happening if they played on.
But we gotta understand too, like with the Dolphins last year, they had a huge collapse, just kind of like the Eagles, right? Like towards the end of the season, they lost a lot more than they won, like how they were in the beginning. I think their last win, like the last 5 weeks, was only the Cowboys, and that was only because it was in a dome, versus everywhere else it was out in the cold. And you know how they like to take advantage of their hot weather, in the first 8-10 weeks. So when those last 5 or 6 come in, they'll if they're not winning like they should have, like the division, they could have had the division run, like the conference run through them, but they choked. They stepped back. And I think for me, I agree. I think Trevor Lawrence is being criticized way too much. You got to also remember Calvin really did not play to his expectations. He dropped a lot of passes. He also did a bad route running. He also didn't fight for the ball enough. There's a reason why they didn't really extend the contract out to him to keep him. And really, the Jaguars, their season went backwards when Christian Kirk went down. That's the guy they've been relying on the last 2 years. As far as Tua, look, I got to be honest with you guys. I still think he's kind of he still doesn't breach my top 10. And a lot of it just have to do with, his mechanics. It's like, I get it. He doesn't have the best protection out there, but he's just also he could be accurate. Maybe he was too Tyreek Hill heavy last year, right? They were too focused on him becoming MVP or whatnot. But I just feel like his mechanics was way off. Like when he started throwing to Waddle and other stuff and other people, it just didn't look accurate enough.
Yeah.
So it could be that. And as far as Dak, sad to say, I do agree he doesn't deserve $60 million, especially just to be a regular season guy. And he has never been a regular season MVP at that. So I do worry for y'all, right? Because y'all are so y'all like the Lakers. Y'all have to have your name on the news. Like you have to be on mainstream media. So if you lose Dak, then you also lose that publicity. Yes, you're America's team. You always have like your
But you know what?
5 or 6 prime games, but
It's
I
a
mean,
double-edged sword. I think it's a double-edged sword when it comes to that because one, and I feel like this is why I feel like he's going to get paid. If you're Jerry and you're going to stand on your 10 and you know you're not going to pay this guy, you would have drafted a quarterback. You would have taken the quarterback. You're not going to worry about the front line and protecting him versus bringing in somebody else to at least scare this
James, real quick, what is going on with your audio?
Why? What's wrong with it?
It still goes like that muffled sound. Like I don't know if Jeff is.
I'm just on my iPad, so I don't know.
Quién sabe. It's weird. The microphone like hates you.
It's probably too far away from me. But yeah, like he's just like he didn't get nobody, and then you didn't even secure Trey Lance. You're gonna let Trey Lance walk in the offseason. You didn't pick up the option, so you're not showing him he has any valuable threat to take his spot. I just know they're gonna pay him.
You arguably have no QB, like legitimately, like the next year. Like if you let both Trey Lance and Dak walk, you have no QB set for 2025.
Until you bring in Shador, and then then the circus starts all over again.
Yo, did you see that news? And I know Alex is not gonna like it. Some NFL GM said that if Shador had come out the draft this year, he would have been the 4th one off the draft. So essentially, where Michael Penix was. And I know that not everyone agrees with that.
No, you don't. But you agree with what it's I don't know. I'm to the point where like these kids are great in college, or you do what you do in college. That's cute, but you gotta prove yourself. Like at the end of the day, you gotta go out there and prove yourself. A lot of people are gonna be high on you. You can be successful, or you can lay the egg, or you can be one of those guys that are people who didn't respect you. They slept on you. They let you fall, and then you come out here and you start busting everybody ass. Like it's one of those things. So. That's why I root for guys like Drake May and McCarthy and, you know what I'm saying, like these quarterbacks that were taken and slept on, or even some of these receivers that didn't go early enough. Because you just got to go out there and prove yourself and ball. And if you ball, shit, they're going to talk about you regardless. So.
Nah, man. So anyone else got anything to say about the quarterbacks and before we move on to basketball?
Nah, I just hope Dak get his shit together. I want to see us win.
No, yeah, you touched on it, but yeah, and then with the Jags, right? They did have the worst O-line in the like last year, and he had the least time to throw last year. And then it's kind of messed up that they're putting it on him, right, for Trevor Lawrence. But they need an O-line. They need some receivers because like you said,
that
right,
organization needs a direction. They need somebody to go up there and be like, listen, this is what we're going to do. This is going to be our focus. We're going to protect Trevor. We're going to try to get the ball out of his hands. We want to get some receivers that can actually catch the ball, stay healthy, and let your young defense work. That young defense was on fire for the first part of the season, at least the season before.
Yeah, so I mean they started out like 9-2, 9-3, and then they're literally just one win away from winning the division, and they can never reach it after
get your coaching staff in order to where you can get some guys in there that can really like put these guys in the right positions to be better than what they are, because they're not scrubs. But it's just like, man, it's just like they don't know how to play with success. So it's just like you get them to do one thing, and then it's just like, okay, we're comfortable, and then it's just like, okay, we're not going to finish. Like, so.
Yeah, they got to be lucky to have him instead of not wanting to pay him. They got to pay that guy. He'll be happy elsewhere.
I'm telling you, man, Alex was right. Shit, you can't think of the last time they had a good quarterback. Like, this guy is a generational talent to where, like, you can actually build around him and be successful for years to come. But it's like kind of like Jose said, you get a good coach, you add on that, you get the pieces that can actually change, get him some direction, get the offense to evolve, and then boom, like let the offense do work.
It's great. It's crazy to think, right? Like so many teams just don't get it. Build an O-line, like just build one, like to really get your guy in. It's like an easy fundamental to pick. It's like Alex always says, right? Especially when we do like the all-time draft. Yeah. It's like you build your O-line first, and some of these teams just don't believe in protecting their guys. That's why Joe Burrow still get fucking nicked and nacked everywhere.
You would think a team like that, you got Burrow.
Go ahead, Alex. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's mostly like the GMs that never played football, and they're like the ones that really are like, the college kids that They got an internship through what's it called, through a team, and then they made themselves up to management, right? And they really don't. They just see the money. They see like okay, we could spend this much amount on this receiver or this. They think it's cheaper, which is true. It is cheap. It is a cheaper route to get a receiver in the long run because the offensive line are like they're right behind the quarterbacks in as far as money wise when it
Yep.
comes to paying them. So that aspect of the GMs of like them knowing everything business wise is right, but like you also have to think about it as a football player. What's the most important thing? I always thought in between the trenches is the most important thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
especially if I'm going to drop $50 million on my quarterback, I better invest to fucking protect him.
Yeah, you gotta have some assets for sure. Have assets around them, which is the offensive line.
All right, well, let's move on to some basketball. But first, Jeff, I heard you have a game for us. Do you want to go ahead and do this game that might upset a lot of people?
Yeah, well, I really wanted Trey to be here for it, so let's wait for Trey.
Okay, all right. Let's see.
Yeah.
Well, you better text him and be like, "Get on, motherfucker."
Yeah, well, if hopefully he gets on. It didn't sound like he was tonight, but hopefully he pops up.
All right, well, we can skip on the game until Trey. He has 58 minutes, so I'd say text him, Jeff. You know,
Yeah,
like
I'll
get your booty cheeks over here. But because he said he'd be out soon, so we'll see. So, anyways, guys, the NBA conference finals have begun. We saw the teams that got eliminated. Fucking crazy to see. Denver Nuggets do not get to have a chance to repeat. They're out in the second round, just like the last 6 champions. They've all not been able to get past the second rounds. So, oh my God, calm down, James. You know they still own your Lakers.
I don't care. I'm happy, bro. I'm happy.
The Thunder, the young OKC Thunder, they're out too. The Cleveland Cavaliers and who else? The New York Knicks. Riddled with injuries, circus of injuries. Just
fuck, bro. That sucks.
That sucks. And I didn't even know what happened to him. Somebody had to tell me that. I was like, damn, why are you losing like this?
Well, they were losing like that before he got taken out. Yeah. So they were losing bad the whole game. So in the scenario that we saw 2 game 7s on Sunday, 2 teams were up by 15, but only one was able to, fall short and the other was able to overcome and still go. So, guys, let's just talk about it. The best series in the freaking second round, that was Minnesota and Denver. Minnesota completes a comeback after starting 2-0, then falling 3 straight. They complete the comeback. They win it all. Predictions for me, Alex. I don't know, Jeff, who you had picked for that series, but those came complete for us. Overall, Jeff, I'm going to go to you, man. How did you feel about this game 7? How did you feel about the Timberwolves coming down from 15, then 20, and still going out there and winning this whole matchup?
Man, that was a game, wasn't it? That was the game. Like, I wasn't going to do anything. I was going to watch that game from the beginning to the end. To me, that was the championship right there, And start off the game, Murray was hot. The Denver was playing good, but they did miss a lot of opportunities in the beginning. And, man, Porter Jr. fucking let the game go. I put a lot of blame on him that, like, when they were up by 20, they could have been up by 30. He missed a lot of bunnies. He just was doing some stupid things in the beginning of that game. And I just think he let down the team. But it is weird because watching the series, and I did, like, I don't really care who wins, but I guess I was at the end going for Denver. And it was just weird. They got up by 20, and then, like, it's like, man, they let go of the gas at the wrong time, and Minnesota came back, and holy fuck, that was insane. After that, they couldn't do nothing. And it was after halftime, and they put Edwards on Murray, stopped him, and really what they really stopped was Aaron Gordon. I think he finished with like 4 points. Dude, He could not get a bucket. He was getting blocked. They were playing real. You got to credit the defense, right? They were like, we always talk about there's no more defense left, and then the number 1 defensive team fucking holds it down. You know what I mean? And they held, like, Gordon. Murray had 30. Fucking Jokic had 30, and no other help, man. They shut down everybody else, and I think that was how they won. I mean, Edwards didn't even have a very good game offensively, and they just won with their defense. That's how they won. Yeah, fucking Gobert, those crazy shots. I was like, wow, it's over. He was hitting.
That's when you knew they was gonna win when you hit that turnaround.
When he hit that turnaround. But it was a good game. Man, you know, those dogs were hungry, and of course, I think the biggest takeaway for me was that you know, the Joker, he got tired. There was a couple of rebounds where like he was right there, he just didn't block out. He was gassed, and you know that's what happens when you don't get that clinch that 1 seed, right? With the Spurs, we were always like, man, we need that 1 seed. Like that's when you have it. You know, they had the Lakers in the first round, big bodies on that team. Then they go to this team, big bodies on this team, and he just ran out of gas, man. And I think that was my biggest takeaway, man. I couldn't believe how late, you know, and you know, it's a little bit of that championship hangover. They won last year. Maybe he wasn't, you know, running as fast on sprints and this and that. Who knows? But yeah, like it was just, man, it was a good game. You got to give your hats off to Minnesota, but yeah, like bearing no injury, I think they got it in the bag.
Sorry, rushing the game. I'm like, these guys are they're about to fight. Yeah. But Alex, you're a key man on defense. I know how much you love the Timberwolves defense, how much they foul. We talked about how McDaniels would be an X factor, how he'd be able to, like, you know, keep Murray as low as he could the whole series. What were your thoughts, man, on this whole like matchup?
One big key takeaway I got from Game 7 was Minnesota being down by 20. Somebody in the pod, I don't remember who it was, but somebody in the pod said Minnesota had to show them that they could handle adversity, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I did say if you look at Minnesota's record throughout the season, they were one of the top team with being down. I guess the most comebacks and this whole season. So I said they could be able to handle Denver's haymakers, and they showed it Game 7. To tell you the truth, I was talking to my brother-in-law, and I was telling him, man, it didn't look good because they were blitzing Edwards a lot whenever he came off a pick and roll with Rudy Gobert. It's like, man, they couldn't find no answer. And the defense, they just flipped the switch. They started blitzing Murray on a pick and roll, and Gobert started coming out a little bit more. And man, they just turned the switch. And Edwards is falling to that category of being one of the next phases in the NBA. I truly think so. And he's doing it by like that Kobe attitude. I know Jeff might not like that. But he really is. He's falling into that category with
Don't look at the numbers, Jeff. Don't look at the numbers. Just as efficient.
No, I like it better than them comparing him to Wade. Now that's disrespectful.
No, but like, you know, he's having that killer instinct, you know, and not shying away from this criticism, because and even in his losses, man, he was like, we're gonna be all right, you know. You know, like he didn't care. He said, "Man, we still got this." And I'll say, you were one of the ones that after 2-2, they were like, "This shit's over. Denver don't got it no more." I mean, Minnesota don't got it.
That was crazy. My false reaction does not matter. I still predicted Minnesota in 7. I will run with that bitch no matter what. So
reaction?
It's a false reaction, brother. It's, you know, shit happens. You know what? You take a shit and you're like, oh fuck, you know, shit happens. You know,
to tell you the truth, it probably
you know, it did not help that way down 3-2. You know, it did not help.
At first, like, you know, them being up
3 in a row.
Yeah, they got two from in Denver. Like, oh shit, this is looking bad for Denver. And then they got 3 in a row. They're like, oh fuck, this is gonna be a good series.
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody was cut off
right now. They're changing my mind right now. It's like, okay, they're battle tested. Okay, we got a game. I like this, but James, I was gonna say, just like Alex just said right now, Denver went 1-3 at home in this series. You know, Minnesota, same thing, 1-2, but home court did not matter. It was more about grit. It was more about determination. And I'll be honest, I don't give a fuck about who was tired. Everyone's fucking tired. Everyone's playing in that high elevation shit. I don't want to hear that shit. So how do you feel about it? I know you're feeling good because they're eliminated, but I know that we're also your pick.
Like, I mean, yeah, of course I'm hating. Like, Cook, like I don't. They're like a carbon copy of the Spurs, man. Like it's not pretty, but they get the job done. You know what I'm saying? They're running through their point in their center, and then they got a bunch of role players. But like, just to piggyback off of what Jeff and Alex said, man, it's like it's true, bro. Like, this was arguably the best series to watch. Like, fireworks everywhere from Ant talking shit, backing it up. You know what I'm saying? They come out balling. You got Rudy Gobert playing at a high level. You got Cat showing up. And then, they just put on a defensive clinic. Like, even when it looked like they were down, they really didn't stop playing. And, I mean, that's what you want to see out of a team. That you don't fold. Like, you don't quit. You made it this far. You're on the biggest stage with everybody watching. There are no other games being played. You're the primetime game. And, like, dude, like – for a young kid to be that young and to have that self-motivation and to carry his team, not only when you don't have the ball and you're scoring points, but to know, like, okay, this ain't my night, but I'm still going to will us. Let me play defense. Let me go clamp this guy up. Then let me go back over here. Yeah, you're double teaming me. Okay, let me show you I can make the right play. Now you're blitzing me. I'm gonna kick the open guy. We're gonna make shots. We're gonna hit open shots. I'm gonna coach my team. Hey, don't come over here. You saw him coaching Conley. Hey, don't roll over here with me. They're gonna double team. I need you to be ready to shoot. He told McDaniel the same thing. Like, Cat showing up, being effective. Like, this is what you want to see out of your 7-footer. I don't want you pump faking, dribble driving, and getting charges. I need you to play big, play to your size, go down there and have a mismatch. Like, and they did everything the right way, bro. It was a team effort. It was a team mentality. Like, and it's just, you love to see it. And I mean, it just sucks for I don't care that Jokic was tired, bro. But if they're gonna self-proclaim you the best player in the NBA, you can't go outside like that. And I mean, he was the best player on this team, and it sucks because what you saw out of him, you didn't really get out of nobody else. Yeah, Murray got hot early, but at the end, like, bro, okay, you can't get a bucket. Their best player is on you. Let's scheme a way to get somebody else going. Let's get AG going. Let's get Caldwell Pope to come off some down screens or some pin downs. Like, you got to find somebody else. You got to get somebody else going. You got to speak life into your teammates. And it was just like, you kind of saw it. They took the head off of their best player, and then they didn't know what to do with the rest of the body. So it kind of sucks that they went out like that. But, I mean, it was effectively from start to finish, from game 1 to game 7, they put on the show. So you can't be mad. Like, you you did what you were supposed to do. You just didn't close out the game. So
I love it because it means we're now in the era of there's not one like team that's ready to be a dynasty yet.
Oh yeah.
Right? Because everyone was getting tired of, well, then we had the Lakers, back to back to back. We had the Spurs be there. We had the Braun dynasty. We had the Warriors dynasty. Everyone was getting tired of dynasties. And you can see it right now. You're getting dynasty fatigue in the NFL too. Now, went straight from the Patriots to the Chiefs, So right now it feels kind of nice. We're going to have our 6th straight different champion. It's not no one back to back and stuff like that. So it's so crazy.
It's different now though, this NBA, because
yeah.
the new CBA is not gonna. It's in order for you not to make dynasty teams anymore. So,
but I mean, I think we can. I say we can say that, but at the same time, I feel like if guys were to just stay where they're at and draft, like the teams that are just drafted. If you could just draft your team the way you want to build around your star players, I feel like you could do something like that. Like, I mean, the Warriors lucked up and did it, so it's like, why not? Why can't nobody else do it?
Not locked up, bro. A lot of they built it. They took their time and they got there.
They lucked up. Minnesota laid an egg, drafted the wrong guy. And hell,
that's just Minnesota being Minnesota. But Trey, now that you're here, welcome. I just want to hit your word real quick. How did you feel about the Nuggets Wolves series? How it came to an end?
I actually liked it. Again, we talked about the team being young and hungry, and honestly, Ant just kind of showed that he wanted it more. I'll see y'all at Game 7. That confidence, man, they backed it up. Now, obviously, the Nuggets had some downfalls with Michael Porter playing fantastic last series and not so good this series.
You and Jeff gonna stop shooting slugs at Michael Porter like that.
No, I'm just saying.
Nah.
For that series, he didn't play good, huh?
I said, was he gambling out there?
He was playing.
He might have.
He was playing as good. He was playing as good as. Maybe that was John Tate Porter.
Maybe he took all the unders.
Maybe John Tate was the one playing out there, not him.
His brother took all the unders, bro.
They had Minnesota in 7.
But no, so like Michael Porter not showing up that series. Jamal Murray didn't really do great like he normally does.
Yeah.
So it's just a mixture of things, man. But I'm really, really happy for the Timberwolves, and I want either the Mavs or the Wolves to win it all. Either one I'm cool with. I don't give a fuck about the other side.
That's crazy. I mean, we're seeing a competitive East side. Go ahead.
But yeah, now real quick, and that's what happened. And you mentioned it earlier. I forgot what we were talking about. But yeah, the Denver wasn't as deep as they were last year, right? With Bruce Brown, or what was his name? Bruce Brown from Miami.
Mm-hmm.
And they lost somebody else. I can't remember. But yeah, they kind of had their starting 5, and it was legit. And they made a hell of a defending champion, statement. But yeah, they just didn't have enough depth. And I think that added to the fatigue as well, right? Because they had to lean all on Joker, all on Murray, and they just needed some more help, They didn't really have anybody off. I think they had one guy that white boy, was named Braun. He had a good game, a couple good games, and then
he's nice.
He's nice, but he ain't there yet, right? He did, that last game, I think he had 2 or 4 points. But yeah, they didn't have those definitely bitch players. They just had their 5, and that's it. And yeah, they Joker for sure ran out of gas.
I think who you're thinking about is Jeff Green. He left the team too,
yep.
so.
Yeah.
And those are the 2 impact role players coming off the bench for them last year.
Yeah.
So, all right, Jeff. Trey's here. He wants to play the game.
Y'all want to play the game? All right, give me a minute. I have it. What's up?
Real quick, did y'all see Diddy apologize?
I can't do it, dude.
I don't want to fucking no apology, man.
Jeff told me to ask it, bro. Jeff told me to ask it.
We know James is gonna defend every black man out there.
Shit.
James. Jeff told me, he goes, ask it. I don't know why.
All right. So the only reason I told you to ask it is because, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. When I was watching it, I was like, "Damn, this reminds me of something."
Oh no!
And it was definitely Mamba mentality.
He set you up. He set you up.
And all I can remember was, Kobe and his wife on stage. Her holding his hand over his hand with the upgraded diamond ring he had to buy her to stay with him, and him crying, saying I'm sorry when he was just sorry he got caught. It just man, I had a flashback. It was just crazy.
But he didn't beat his wife.
Nah, but he got caught cheating. I mean,
it's not the same. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing.
No,
this motherfucker ran out with a towel and just said "bitch" and then kicked her. And then fucking water bottles at her.
He was accused of rape initially, and he was crying in front of on camera, and it just reminded me of when I saw.
Are you a fan of Big Ben?
At least he apologized. Tony Parker didn't.
What did Tony do?
He's a whore. What do you mean? He slept with his teammate's wife.
Wow, Jay.
Dude, I think that's worse.
Apologize for cheating. That's what he wasn't apologizing for at the time. Before the cover up.
Jeff, come on with this damn game, Jeff.
All right. It's gonna go straight into what we were talking about. So blind rankings, all right?
No.
I don't see how we're gonna finish this one. Blind
is this
rankings.
Individual blind rankings, or is this all right? Do the intro,
individual? Yeah, individual.
Okay.
So it's a 10. So there's blind rankings, biggest losers, overrated players in the history of the game. Okay, so in the game. So first of all, none of y'all watch tennis, right?
A little bit, but I don't know.
I watch a little bit of tennis.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I watch everything.
You watch everything? Okay.
You watch ping pong.
So 1 through 10. 1, of course, is the biggest one. Biggest loser. And then so I'll start off with an easy one, and I think I got y'all on my side with this one after this year. CP3. Where y'all put CP3 at?
Do it in
Who
order.
wants to-
James, myself, then Trey, and then Alex.
Where are you gonna put him,
So,
James?
so 1 is the worst of the worst, and then 10 is the least of the worst, in your
Yeah.
opinion. And
Yeah,
Jeff's worst.
but they're all top 10.
Oh god. And Jeff's eyes, guys. I gotta reiterate, Jeff's eyes. It's not us.
I'm gonna go first. I think CP3 is a big fucking loser.
Hell yeah.
I will put him at 4.
Y'all are disrespectful, man.
This is gonna be a very disrespectful game.
Clearly. Just because I know probably some of the names you got out there, I'm gonna say 7.
I was gonna say
Ooh.
6. So
Damn.
He might be tricking us on what names he is gonna put in there, but for now, to be safe, I'm just gonna say 7.
I'm going
But-
with Jose. I'm going to say.
I hope Tony Romo's on this bitch.
I'm about to walk off this episode.
I didn't think we'll get through it.
Oh my god.
okay, so we're agreeing with 7 then.
No.
Oh,
It's
No,
all-
it's an individual. It's an individual.
Oh, individual. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I'm go 6.
All right,
everyone-
so everybody went?
Yeah.
All right, I'm trying to think who's next.
Oh god.
Let's go with another easy one. And this one, I think except for Alex, everybody's on board with this one. Let's go with Dak Prescott.
Oh, come on.
I'm gonna be nice, and I will say 3.
I'm gonna be nice and say 3.
I gotta save some spots, man. I don't know what's out there. You know what I mean? You know, Alex hates Romo, but I know Jeff don't hate Romo.
Yeah,
I knew
no,
Dak.
Romo
I knew
would
Dak
never-
was coming. I knew Dak was
Never,
coming.
Romo would never be on a list like this.
That's what I'm talking about. That's probably the best thing you said all night, Jeff.
I'll put him at 10.
Ooh,
Damn.
Yeah, isn't it the other way around, right?
no,
Yeah.
one's the biggest
Oh my
loser.
Okay, well, I don't think he's a big loser.
You know, Jeff. You know what names he's gonna come up with, and you chose 10.
I like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I'm going 3 with Jose.
Oh, that is true.
There you go.
That
I'm
is
going
true.
4.
Because fucking Kobe might come up.
My
You're right.
naysayer. My naysayer.
Yeah, here you go.
Bruh.
Yeah, you know what? Good fucking call, Jose. I'm gonna put 6 because the way Jeff's fucking mind goes.
Hey,
You
is somebody
saw
writing
that
these
gap?
down?
You saw that gap that he jumped?
Yeah,
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
somebody writing these down? Because I'm not gonna remember what I chose.
I wrote mine down.
I'm just writing mine.
Can you write mine too? Jose, just write a number next to it or whatever.
If I had
I'm not
a pen,
gonna
I
remember
would.
shit.
We'll
Okay,
have to rewatch it, or you're gonna need it for the end of the game, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna need it for the whole game.
Okay, so Trey, you had 6 for CP3, right?
Yep.
And then what'd you have for Dak?
4.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna give y'all a gimme. Draymond Green. This guy's
Draymond-
been on
Say-
Draymond
say-
Green.
Okay.
Draymond Green.
Oh,
He's been on my list way before the shenanigans this past couple of years, and he's
He's a
only
winner.
confirmed my
He's not a
suspicion.
winner.
no, I'm not saying he's not a winner. but
I
he's a loser
give all the
in
credit
life.
to Stephen Clay. I don't Draymond Green, role player.
Okay, so
God, bro, about to walk out this fucking pod.
for me, I will say 6. I'll say 6 for me.
I'm going 10, bro. Y'all tripping.
Yes.
I'm going Green 5.
You know what? I'm gonna go 8. Because I know he's gonna have some other goofy shit out there.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go. Shit. What have I already used? 6 and 4, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 2 because fuck that bum.
Y'all tripping, bro. I gotta get y'all feelings out of this stuff, man.
Get to it.
You can't talk about feelings, bro. You can't talk about feelings. We all have feelings.
I mean, but still, the unnecessary hate for a champion, like, that's crazy. Like, he didn't have nothing to do
Again,
with
I hate him as a person, not as a
That
player.
has nothing to do with he's not a loser then.
He's a piece of shit. What are you talking
See,
about?
people agree with me on that one, I guess.
Dude, he's an actual piece of shit.
No one's
100%.
saying he's not an
You-
asshole, but I mean, he did his
You-
part to
you-
be a dynasty. He was.
That's
he
what I'm
was,
saying.
He was
As
just
a
that Bruce Bowen.
actual player, cool.
Did you
But
did
that's
you
the
see him
list.
talk?
As
Overrated
a
player.
person, no.
But that's the
Did
list.
he-
Overrated player.
Exactly.
You saw that? You saw that? That he was talking shit about Rudy Gobert, like this team is done and shit, and then like ever since Game 7, he hasn't said shit about them anymore.
We really shouldn't have a podcast. But that's
Yeah, he should. He's delusional.
All right, go with the next game, Jeff.
Next guy.
James.
The next guy, let me see, because I'm saving some good. I'm saving like my heavy hitters. You know what I mean? I'm giving y'all a little,
God.
but they're all heavy. They're all heavy. I got some good ones. Let's go with since y'all kind of know this already, and I remember I said most overrated losers in the history of the game. So you know Eric Spoelstra has got to be on this list.
This is so stupid.
I'm going 9 because I know there's one more better than that.
Oh,
You're
I got
crazy.
one on here that's gonna make everybody mad.
I'm
I'm going
putting
seven.
That'll probably be my 10.
Hey, that's crazy though. He
Oh,
fucking
Ron, you bitch. I know what you're going to go with, and it's not what I was thinking about till now. You stupid bitch. I knew it. Oh, my God. Go with, 7.
Got 7.
No, wait. I already used 7. 8. No, 5. I'll use 5.
This is crazy.
Jeff, if you have hit
There.
me there, you suck ass.
I got someone that's gonna make you mad, Jose, but not him. Let's go because y'all know me already. So yeah, I'm gonna throw him up there. Kobe Bryant, he's on this list.
Just to clarify, ladies and gentlemen out there watching, Kobe ain't no fucking loser. This is just Jeff's.
So Kobe, he falls on the overrated category.
He ain't overrated or a loser.
He's definitely overrated.
Wait, did
Yeah.
everybody answer the last one we just did or no?
What spell?
Yeah. I didn't hear Alex or James.
I said 6.
Oh,
I
I
put
know
mine
you
7.
put Kobe on here.
oh okay.
Kobe's 10. I put
Yeah,
Kobe.
Kobe's.
10.
Kobe's 10.
Yeah, I want y'all to fill up that 10th spot. Let's go with his main coach. Phil Jackson's on this list.
What the fuck?
What?
He's number 9.
Phil Jackson, he had Michael Jordan, and then he had Shaq. And then he showed his true self when he went to the Knicks. And what did he do at the
put
Knicks?
He wasn't a coach.
I put him at 5.
He had a higher role there, and it was a total failure.
James seems okay with putting him at 5.
I don't seem okay with putting him at 5, but I know Dwayne Wade's on here, and I'm gonna put Wade at 9.
I'm not okay with
This whole
this at
fucking
all.
listen game is stupid. It's just dumb.
Yes.
It's pure ignorance.
I love it.
I'm going to put.
9 for Phil Jackson.
Where?
9.
I'm going to put him at 4.
How many times has he lost in the NBA Finals?
Once? Twice?
or something? I think
Twice. Twice with the Pistons and the Celtics. That's
I'm
it.
gonna put him at. Did I already use 7, Jose? No, right?
No.
I'm gonna put him at 7 because I do feel like James. I feel like there's one more.
So how many rings does he have? Does he have like?
He has 11.
He has 11.
Yeah.
And he's a loser.
Yeah. Definitely.
You coached 30-something years and won 11 championships and go to a
How-
different team. You suck.
How dare you?
He was
I
Michael
wonder if
Jordan.
LeBron's on here.
Nah.
What?
No, LeBron's not on here.
It's not your list, Alex.
So, man, I don't even know what number we're on.
This is
For
number 7.
It's number 7. All right. So for the
Yeah,
tennis fans, I hate this guy so much. I got to put the Joker on here. Can't
What?
stand him. Can't stand him.
Jokic?
What?
No, not Jokic. The tennis
Oh.
Joker. I said tennis.
Oh,
Djokovic.
Djokovic. Okay, I was
Yeah.
like, I didn't hear you say tennis. I thought you said the Joker.
I'll
I'm a
watch tennis.
Joker.
Yeah.
Why is it because his ignorance during games?
Yes, I can't stand his arrogance. Oh man! And there was this one time in a championship game where they kind of they let him just like take a break, drink like he was cramping up.
Yeah,
they let him like take a break, eat
that.
some food, drink. It's like you can't just take a. There's no timeouts in tennis.
Yeah,
Like that was that dude. Oh man, I was so mad that day.
But
I was so mad.
He's like one of the faces in tennis, so they give him those leeway calls and stuff.
But it was against my boy Nadal, I really do follow tennis. It's one of my favorite sports.
I'll put it at 3.
I'm gonna say 2. I don't know. I don't know what this guy is. What was his name again, Jeff?
Djokovic.
I'm gonna put him at 3 as well.
How do you spell that?
It's DJOKOVIC.
Wow, nobody even caught what I said. Y'all fucking bitches.
I'm just gonna put DJO. I hope that works for now. Text me the name later, Jeff.
All right. So I'm gonna give y'all another softball. This guy's on everybody outside of Miami. He's on everybody's overrated list, and that's Dwayne Bartholomew Reid.
I'm scared.
Jose Altuve better be on this bitch.
It's not your list. You gotta stop crying about names that he's not gonna come up with.
I just don't care for baseball at all. I can't. I know who Altuve is, but I just do not like baseball. I cannot.
Jose, what's the highest number I have available?
You have 1, 5, and 8 available.
I'm going 8 with Wade.
I will go 8 as well.
I got 8 as well as Wade.
And cheer up, James. This is all set up for the last guy, and it's not going to even make you mad, James. Don't worry.
It don't matter. This list is just...
This list is making everyone mad, regardless.
I love it.
All right. I'm saving the heavy hitter for the last one. But I did say in the history of the game, give me Kendrick Lamar. Give me Kendrick Lamar on there.
Kendrick?
What?
Your team Drake?
People say he won.
He won by snitching. I grew up on the South Side. You do not snitch on your worst enemy, on your best friend. Man, when these like Pusha T, even when they come out with the snitching, I just don't like that. Like that's just like a pet peeve of mine.
Dude, that's crazy.
You can't be snitching on nobody. That like your mama teaches you that when you're a little kid, or she should have.
So I have 1 and 3, right?
No, you have 1 and 5.
Oh, I thought I said 5 on somebody.
You might have got cut off, maybe.
This is...
I'm
5.
going whatever number besides 1. So whether it's 3 or 5.
Y'all are gonna make me so happy. So who has 1s left? Everybody?
Hold on.
I got 1 left.
Hold on, Doug.
I got 1 and 9. I gotta use it on Kendrick right now. I guess I have to use 1 on Kendrick.
That motherfucker right there. That motherfucker 1 right there.
Who's that?
Drake. Can you put a little closer?
Why does he look like
a president?
No, he looks like the dude from
like a Fonzie grown up.
Fonzie, yes.
Yeah, right? Why does he look like that?
Because
Rick Ross kind of killed him in that one too.
Yeah. Oh, because
I'm saving my 9, so that's why I put Kendrick 1. So fucking.
Oh, that's crazy.
You did good, Jose. Because I think out of everybody, you'll probably be the maddest on this. Probably you and Alex.
I got Lamar
and there's guys on my list just to show I'm not racist. I'm going after one of my own. Everybody's ready, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
I saved my head.
Oh, Tom Brady.
No. I'm going a little off the board. I don't know. We never talked about it. Y'all probably have. I don't know if y'all done special podcasts, but I know we haven't talked about this guy at all as long as I've been on here. But I did say heavy hitter, and he's from Guadalajara, the Ginger, Canelo Alvarez.
Oh my
You're making me put Canelo at 1, bro.
That is crazy.
I can't stand that guy. I cannot stand him.
What?
You're making me put Canelo at 1.
How's he a sore loser?
Jose, why the fuck did you tell me to come in this podcast?
I'm saying, bro,
He-
of all
he
the ones that I
said-
could have skipped,
What?
this
He
should have
said-
been the one. I
he-
got up at 4. I got up at 3:30 this morning to go to work at 4. And I got to sit around and wait for this goofy ass game. The fuck? Don't ever
He
let
said,
he can't
Trey,
do no more games. No
Trey,
more.
he said he would not do this game until you were on.
Oh
Yeah, what
god.
did you hear, Trey?
Oh
Just so
god.
you could put Canelo at 1. But y'all prove my point. Canelo is the biggest
No.
loser, except for
No.
Jose, I think.
No, he's not.
None of these guys are fucking losers.
All of them.
All these guys are winners.
All of them.
Kendrick beat Drake.
There's-
Okay, that's not
1, 2,
Well,
3,
outside
4,
of Dak,
5.
outside of Dak,
6,
everybody's
7.
going on this list. They
Besides
want
CP3
something.
too.
Well, CP3.
CP3
two
still
don't
going to the
have
Hall of
something.
Fame. CP3 is going to the Hall of Fame. That's not even a question. Dak's the
Well,
only
yeah,
one
he's
here.
going.
Dak
yeah,
ain't going to the
going.
Hall of Fame. Dak is not going to the Hall of
Yeah,
Fame.
yeah, Dak ain't going no fucking Hall. He's going Hall of Shame.
All these guys
But
are
still,
Hall of Famers.
everybody that won some hardware on this list. Everybody.
How's Canelo?
Yeah, why
Canelo-
are you every Mexican
So-
woman out there? that
So
can't have
the thing
one?
about Canelo, so yeah, I mean, I'm a big Triple G fan. That first matchup, the Triple G won that
And
fight.
we've agreed to that. We've agreed that Triple G
Okay,
did
so I-
win.
we
and
never
the
talked about this.
And the judges robbed him. The judge
Yeah.
robbed him. I
Okay.
completely agree with you. I think Alex has too. And
Yeah, the second match, Canelo
the
best
second
of the
and
middle.
third was easy. The second and
Yeah,
third was easy.
But also,
He
Triple
won.
G was fucking old. Like he did the fucking Money Mayweather thing, and he waited till Triple G got old. He was already old. Like he could have fought him a lot sooner, and it would have been a bet. But he knew he would have lost. He knew he was gonna lose, so he waited. That last match, how old was Triple G? 39, almost 40.
So are you a Mayweather fan?
I'm a Mayweather fan, yeah.
So the same.
Okay, Diddy. Okay, Diddy. Okay,
Hold
Diddy.
on.
Hey,
Hold on.
I made
So
a lot of
you
money
do-
off of Mayweather. All right, so
You do realize that Mayweather fought Canelo before he became Canelo.
no, I know
And
that.
he whenever Canelo was in his prime, they tried to get the fight back. Mayweather did the same shit. He's like, I'm the A card. I'm not gonna fight him. I don't have to fight him. I don't need to prove anything because I've already beat him. And that is crazy.
Hold on,
But yeah,
hold on.
but in Money
Hold on.
Mayweather, I was mad at Mayweather for the Pacquiao stuff, and it's the same thing. Like I do love Mayweather,
Wait, but hold on.
but
But hold on. Triple G was 35 when he first fought Canelo.
no,
You're
it was
gonna-
the last fight, and he won when he first
Okay,
fought
but-
at 35.
Did he need him in the last fight? We didn't even need a third one, to be honest with you.
We did it.
I mean,
So he was 35 when he got the two fights. What's the problem?
So
Oh, he
Oscar
won
De
the
La
first
Hoya,
fight.
Oscar De La Hoya did whoop Mayweather's ass. He should have won that fight.
Oscar, no, he. It
was
looked like he was
close.
winning.
It was
It
close.
looked like he was winning, but all those hits, dude, they weren't even hitting him. Dude.
Look at
They were not hitting him at all. But no, yeah. And to tell you the truth, I was mad at Mayweather when he postponed the Pacquiao fight till Pacquiao was out of his prime, and then they fought when like no one even wanted to see them fight. You know what I mean? Like I was mad at Mayweather for that. So then when Canelo did that to I'm trying to build a fight. We gotta wait 3 years to build a fight. We're just trying to build up the fight. Dude, he know what he was doing. He knew he would have gonna be. They should have fought when like Triple G was like 33, 35, and then 37.
We really brought Trey in just to have you throw in a Canelo rant. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Anyways.
Trey kind of like has Canelo's face. Look at him, a little gingerly.
Hey, shut up. I'll fuck you up. Oh, that's crazy. Jeff, your list is horrible, but we get it. You're the Jeff Bayless of the crew, so
I love it.
it is what it is.
Great.
Back to the playoffs before Trey. I don't know if you wanted to go meet me. Like
I was about to get off.
All right,
You
brother.
look stressed out.
Later,
bro.
guys.
Later, man.
I'm my boy.
All right, back to the playoffs. His job is done. I don't know how much y'all want to talk about the Eastern side, but let's first talk about the Mavericks and OKC. Obviously, Mavericks went on to pass in 6. OKC is still a little too young. Honestly, they could have gone out in 5. I think they only went to 6 because SGA fought hard in Game 4 to tie it up. But other than that, I thought the whole series was mainly Dallas, except for Game 1, which was obviously OKC's only dominant win in the series. Jeff, what did you think about the young OKC kids falling short to Luca and Kyrie and that juggernaut, Maverick team?
Yeah, no, I think OKC is very good. If they would have had just a little bit more experience, I think they would have handled their business. They got a lot of good players. They played badass. SGA played fucking solid, man. When they keep them in the game, he would bust a three like that dude is a baller. But I just think their inexperience shown, especially like on the defensive side, right? SGA is a little smaller. They just couldn't stop Luka and Kyrie. But really, Luka's that last game really did the damage. And I think Minnesota's going to have a lot easier time stopping them with their big team, with they have more depth. And I just think, they just need a little bit more size. But the way OKC played, the ball movement, the alley oops, they look like seasoned veterans. I couldn't believe like the fight they were giving them. But I don't think Dallas is the strongest team, right? But like it was still impressive, I really enjoyed that last game. Dallas style of play isn't the best to watch. I couldn't watch the whole series. Sometimes I'll turn on the game and I don't know, something about Dallas, like Luka has the ball dominant and he just kind of shoots it, or it's just not very appealing to me the way Dallas plays. I do like Luka. I'm proud of him. He got to the Western Conference Finals and everything. But as far as just a viewing, like I did change the channel a lot, and I usually don't change the channel on basketball games. But either team was up by 20, and I would just be like, oh man, I can't watch this. It was weird. Yeah.
James, how are you feeling about it?
I agree with them. It's because they play a lot of one-on-one, and so if you, I know I referenced this before, but it's something Kobe talked about as far as playoff basketball go. Like, it doesn't get you far. It'll win you certain games versus inexperienced teams, but when what they're going to have to face, it's not going to work because you're going to have guys that are going to guard you for 94 feet. Like, and that one-on-one style isn't going to work. It's going to piss them off. It's going to force them into charges and and things of that nature. But I do think they had a very exciting series, series, and I'd like to speak to what Jeff said. They did that series was great, bro. Like you saw like a great guard matchup. Like those guys went at it. Like I loved SGA, man. It was just like him and Williams, man. Like for years. I hope they can stay together. I hope they can keep those guys together, allow them to grow, and not break them up, man. Because they got a good little nucleus they got going on over there. But it's just like Jeff said, they needed more. I said it too. I said they were going to need time. They were going to need that experience. They was going to need to see what it's like to be in a game, to be down in the game, to make runs. You know what I'm saying? To get those turnovers and jitters out the way. But at the end, it was just experience. You had guys like Tim Hardaway out there. You had I don't know who that other guard was. They had that the Mavs had, but you had like Luka and Kyrie out there with his veteran finals experience. He knows what it's like. Like, okay, yeah, I'm down 10, but I know we're a couple of possessions away. We're a couple of fouls away. We're a couple of and ones or second chance points away. A big shot can change the whole momentum. You know what I'm saying? So they just have what it takes. And then when you got a guy like Jason Kidd coaching, that's more experience right there. So, like, Dallas just had what they needed, and they were just a little bit oversized. They were a little bit bigger. They were a little bit too big and too much finesse and strength and physicality for a team like OKC that I see is just full of finesse. They got the good guards. They got the stretch shooters. They got the lengthy big men that can run the floor and can play pick and pop and stuff like that. But they're going to run into a juggernaut. They're going to run into a team that's going to be like, yeah, you got your and one, you got your move off, I'm still right here. You can make another three, I'm going to stay right here. You can make another, I'm going to be right here all game. So I can see, I really can see Minnesota just like throttling them, bro. I really do. Because that when you got a team that plays with just straight, like, I think of this Minnesota team to like a Detroit Pistons, bro. They can score offensively, and on defense, all five play defense. Like, that's what you want to see when it comes down to like deep championship-like basketball. That's what you want right there. When your offense isn't going, will you still play defense? They just showed that last game. So I'm excited to see what Kyrie and Luka are going to bring. Like, seriously. Like, it's going to be great. It's going to be a great one-on-one battle. You're going to see some good stuff. Like, And I just can't wait to see this series because this other one it's not gonna be it at all. Although Indiana is fighting right now, but this shit is atrocious. I'm sick of looking at it. Like both teams are pissing me off right now.
What's the score right now?
I think the Celtics are up like 6 or 7, but they just keep shooting, bro. Like nobody wants to drive to the paint, bro. Like the turnovers.
That's how Indiana is.
They're not Boston's not physical, and that's why they're not going to win a championship ever with this kind of identity.
Dude,
like without Porzingis, they don't have anyone to bang down low.
I'm just tired of it, bro. It's just like I'm so annoyed. Like Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown don't want to go get layups. Like, dude, stop shooting all these difficult ass jumpers. Like,
I mean, right now before the commercial, Jason Tatum is driving in there.
Yeah, he made one. It was off the screen, so about time. But shit.
But Alex, I was gonna ask you, man, how impressed have you been with Dallas since they've made the trades for PJ Washington, for Daniel Gafford? The defense have stepped up. Luka's actually playing defense. Kyrie's playing defense. How impressed have you been with them, man?
So the bigs is a big factor for Dallas to getting Kyrie and Luka open shots with like off the ball screens, especially with Kyrie. I think that's a new role Kyrie has ever done because he's more ball dominant. But now that he has Luka, Kyrie's able to come off. You see more off the ball screens with Kyrie. And that's what's going to be the difference, I think, with these two teams going into this series is going to be it's going to be weird, man. But like nobody really talks about it, but like it's going to be the screening game for Dallas.
Yeah,
because
screening game.
Yeah, it's going to have to be heavy because, like we had said, Minnesota's all of them could defend, all 5 of them. And Kyrie's probably going to be that he's going to have to do that Curry type of game where he's going to have to run around and get those defenders tired and run the defenders through a bunch of screens. In Minnesota runs a heavy zone sometimes too, where they blitz the guys in the corner.
Yeah,
he's going to have to move the ball around and try to get.
But see, to combat that. I feel like one thing that I don't like about them that I wish they did have consistency in is that because if they're gonna run that pin down or those motions off the backside, like those guys got to be ready to shoot. PJ Watson, Jones, like Tim Hardaway, they're gonna have to hit those shots. If they're not making those shots, this game is gonna blow wide open because you're gonna want Kyrie and Luka to take tough ball shots off those screens. Like, and those guys they're gonna have to get to the free throw line. That's what's gonna really like that shit that Luka does where he comes off the screen and he kind of pivots and he dribbles and then he can make that floater or he get that scoop shot. Like he's gonna have to draw fouls right there. Him and Kyrie, they do that very well. So I'm loving the matchup. I think the best part for me of this is gonna be loving the big man matchup. How is Gafford and that other guy? What is Lively? How they're going to play off of the pick and rolls. Because, man, this last series in OKC, they were going crazy. You know what I mean? That's what I liked about them. They were playing without the ball. Like, they were getting second chance rebounds, kicking it out, setting screens, and then Luka or Kyrie will feed them. And they just transition into their defense, and they start playing more defense. But it's going to be a chess match, man. I'm excited for it.
For sure. Just real quick, I don't really want to delve too much in the East, and that's not disrespect to them. It's just that, but other than the Pacers and the Knicks, and obviously we know injuries was a factor to it, that side has not been as entertaining, right? We're seeing it like how we feel right now. Boston has had an easy road, and the Pacers kind of are here because of injury row. And look at these guys can't fucking capitalize. It's a 13-point game right now, Jeff. Boston's up 13.
Yeah. And I've always, said, right, like we always talk about it, the East is weak, but man, this year it was real bad. This is the easiest path to the championship. Fuck, I can't remember another one.
Bronze Caps were probably
there were some bad times where they would make it, because like the East was that horrible, but man, this was pretty bad.
What I was gonna say was, what do y'all think about Cleveland? So right now, there's a lot of talk. A lot of reports came out after Cleveland lost. Basically, Donovan Mitchell's not happy with his teammates. He didn't feel like he put up that much effort in there. There's also reports that Evan Mobley has been wanting out of Cleveland since basically day one because he didn't want them to draft him. He wanted to get drafted by OKC. And obviously we know Darius Garland isn't meshing as well with Donovan Mitchell as the team would have hoped, especially with how really good Darius Garland was his first few years. He just hasn't looked like himself, since Spider's taken over. And, but as much as the ball that Spider has, it makes total sense. But, I mean, what do y'all think? Just like I want short, quick answers. Do y'all think they should blow it up? What are we doing with this guy?
If I'm the GM, bro, I blow it up and just get assets. I hate to start over, but I don't want nobody on my team that don't want to play for my team. That's it. You know what I mean? And the thing about it is the first piece I would move is Spider. You know what I mean? Because one, you don't want to be here. You showed me you don't want to be here. Ain't no way.
Well, to clarify, he has said he doesn't want to stay in Cleveland.
But he does or he doesn't?
That he does. He just was unhappy with his teammates' efforts.
We're unhappy with your efforts. We're in the playoffs, and you are out here hurt, and you're not trying to fight through the. Dude, we don't get this. The playoffs ain't given to everybody.
Yeah, what was it? A sore calf?
No, you're not. It ain't like you can't run, you can't jump, you can't hoop, man. Put some ice on that shit. Get a hot pad, a heat pad, a cold pad, and get your ass back out here. No, that's pussy ball, bro. Like, no way. You gotta show it. At least come out here and get hurt and then leave. Don't not try and then. No, man, that's not gonna work for me. Like, you gave up on us. We had a chance.
I'm probably one of the few. I'm probably one of the few that says don't blow it up so quickly. But with this team, I'm not saying completely blow it up. I would say keep Donovan. Garland doesn't really fit well with Mitchell because, to me, I don't think he was a 3-point shooter, and I think he Mitchell needs that on like kind of somebody to play Robin, to Batman, and you need another guard to take some of that to do that dirty stuff, which is like defend. I'm not saying Garland's not a good defender, but he wasn't known for one of those roles.
But you gotta realize that the NBA that we're in today, there are no more true point guards. There are no more like I can pass and defend. There are no more Stocktons, bro. Like that's long gone.
Yeah, you gotta remember that Garland's also a very undersized player. He's 6'1".
Yeah. And then he's lighting ass too. So you know what I'm saying? He can't really. He's not finna body nobody. He's not finna do all of that. I'm saying move Spider because you get more assets for him. You're not going to get more assets for a Mobley and a Garland. They're not fully proven yet. They're still works in progress. But you're shown what you can do, and you have a younger nucleus. So I'm gonna move a Spider and bring in somebody else. That's not. I mean, because Spider's ball dominant, bro. He has to have the ball in his hands. He doesn't show that he plays off the ball well anyway. So it's not like you're going to lose anything by going to get somebody else that's either younger or just as talented. Like, that's me. You get more picks and more assets to bring in. Like, I don't think Cleveland moves off of him. Huh?
Cleveland's not going to move off of him.
I don't think they're not going to move off of him because they want to start. But at the same time, you're not. I'm like, man, I don't think.
But if he's your only star and you're not going to be able to sell tickets, you're not going to move off him. You're going to just try to rebuild around him.
Yeah, and I mean, it's been a carousel since LeBron left anyway. So, it's Cleveland, like Joakim Noah said.
Yeah. Hey, who knows? Who knows? Maybe your king goes back to Cleveland to end his run.
He better not fucking go with them dicks.
Why not? You said that he's a true Cleveland guy. He's not anything else.
He is
he's a Cavalier.
He don't need to move no more on his resume. He don't need to move no more. And two, they didn't cherish him when he came back the second time. So
yes, they did. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, they didn't. That was fake.
What Jeffrey D. Lujan history do you have written in your books? Fucking alternate universe, my ass, bro. What are you talking about?
No, man. They did.
You saw when he went to the game. What was it, game 3, game 4 for this past series? That they loved him, they cheered him, they freaking gave him.
Yeah, but look, Jose. But he is kind of right though, because before he went back to win a championship. They booed the fuck out of him all the time.
Yeah,
until he went back, won him a championship. the city gave him more love after he went
bro.
play with the Lakers.
They didn't even know how to accept him. The summer he came back, it was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm coming home. It was mixed emotions.
So corny.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was terrible. I would have never went back. Fuck him. Let him lose forever. Shit.
So if you had been drafted by the Spurs and then left in a way that upset a lot of people, you never come back to San Antonio?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm a different type of person, bro.
So what's the answer? You would never come back?
No, I'm telling you, if I was a Spur, I would never leave.
Okay, don't say it because then you're just validating Alex's shit. We know that team was not.
No, I swear. Look, this is what I've always said this for guys like Amari Stoudemire, Carmelo Anthony, like certain players, bro. I don't want them to leave. Like, your legacy is too important, bro. Like, you chase that bag. I understand people want those big ass contracts. You want to be rich forever. That's cool, bro. But like, I would want that. I would want legacy over the money, man. Like, you're gonna get paid. Like, I want legacy. I want to win. I want to be known as a winner. Like, period. Like,
nah, well, it is what it is.
So, do you think the Cavs are going to trade both of them, or just because I know the Spurs have been talking, or the rumors are that we're going to have
Garland. I think Garland is for sure out. I don't know if the Spurs will chase after him because that's 32, 36 million he has on his contract. So that's also a big task. Evan Mobley, I would keep him too, despite what him or his agents feel. Like, you can still develop around him. Like, he's still a professional, right? He'll still play. Yeah. I would move off Jared Allen, and the reason is because he and Mobley can't play together. Like, they're two good defensive units, but they can't spread the floor. Like, they're limiting their defense so much. Like, the paint, you're good, like inside the 3-point line, but there's no perimeter defense whatsoever.
Yeah,
you saw it early though with Allen and Mobley. It looked good for a second.
Yeah,
but then whenever teams started figuring out how to defend them,
you know when it was, right? It was last playoffs. Last year when the Knicks whooped their ass. That's when everything changed.
But if you look at how their roster is constructed, right? Like, that's coaching, bro. You got a guy out there that's not gonna like Allen is not offensive minded. It doesn't take a lot to get him involved in the game. A pick and roll, a pick and lob here and there. He gets the offense. He cleans the glass. He's a rim protector. That's all you need. Mobley is more of a guy that I can come off a screen. I can pin down and go to the post. ISO 1-on-1. Go to work.
But that's the other thing too, James, is about the fact that he doesn't have a mid-range or a long-range shot. He's a post guy. So is Jared Allen. So if Jared Allen moves to the freaking 3-point line, no one's threatened by it. Yeah, the defense is going to clog up the post. They're going to clog up the interior.
But that's new NBA. There's nobody over there that you literally have to worry about.
But that's why you need to move off one of them, so that way you can have more movement and the defense is more spread out. It's
does Mobley's game kind of give you guys comparisons to like Tim Duncan's?
Yeah, I've heard the comparisons.
Yeah, I've never heard the comparisons, but
I look at him more like a KG or Rasheed Wallace. Like, he has a quicker first step. That's it. He's more faster than Duncan was. Duncan had it in his younger years, but I mean, like,
Mobley is a great value version of
Duncan.
Yeah,
because Duncan was more like, it wasn't all about it was more finesse than it was speed. Like, KG had the quick first step.
Yeah,
couldn't stay in front of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was boom, spin moving, he's rolling off of you. Duncan was more like another Hakeem, like, for his size.
He was sizing you up. He was
sizing you up. If you showed him too much too early, all right, I'm gonna just glass you. Bam, real quick. You're not ready. Your hands are down. I'm gonna glass you. Are you trying to play hard? I'm gonna roll off of you.
That's why I think Mobley has a similar style as Duncan.
Man, they showed some UCLA runs and he was going crazy. Like, he was in there with KD, Paul George, Russ, Harden.
It's a 1-point game, Jeff. It's a 1-point game.
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck you get that shot right there.
I know. Fucking Tyrese is fucking making some fucking buzzer beaters here. And just game one. I think that's like 2 already. Now I was gonna say the closest person right now to Duncan on the interior is Jokic right now. He's the one that looks more like him, but Jokic is just different beast for different times.
Yeah, totally different.
For different times. But so all right, so we got some answers on how we feel about Cleveland. We'll see what happens. I do think Garland is out for sure, but I think you get rid of Allen, and I think you focus on Spider and Mobley. I think that's a good duo to really hedge your future on.
It is. I mean, because you look at it, it's the East, man. You're not worried about nobody but fucking Joel Embiid, and then these guys over here. And
all you need for that team, honestly, with those two. After that, you just need a really solid wing player. Hey, there's a guy named Mikal Bridges who needs to get the fuck out of Brooklyn. Just saying. Yeah. But all right, so let's get some predictions, in, guys. Sadly, like I said, the Knicks, they just died. It's like the Infinity Stones, except in reverse. They all just fell fucking one by one. So Minnesota Mavericks. Alex, who do you got, man?
I got Minnesota at 6.
Jeffrey?
Minnesota in 5.
Damn.
James?
I'm gonna go. Shit. I think I'm gonna go Minnesota in 6, man. I don't think Luka them lay an egg like that. I'm gonna give them 6. My heart is telling me 5, though. I do feel like they. I'm telling you, man, because if that defense, oh my, bro, if that defense is on.
Months ago, I originally thought I thought months ago Mavericks would make it this far. Now, sadly, I didn't pick them last series right against OKC. I thought Luka's injury was going to hold them back, but thankfully it didn't. But I thought this is as far as they can go, and I'm proud of them because 2 of the last 3 years they've made it to the Western Conference Finals. And that tells you a lot about this team, that they still have some areas to grow. But I do like Luka. I do like Minnesota a lot, though. This feels like this is their year. I said whoever comes out of that series is going to the finals.
Yeah,
but I think they're going to give them a fight. Give me Minnesota in 7.
Nice. I will say this though, I think Dallas is one piece away. I think they're like a Lamar Odom / Ginobili guy away. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that you could easily take that pressure off of Kyrie and Luka. Inconsistent. You know what I'm saying? Like Nas Reed does for Minnesota. Like the little, what is Dortch, whatever his name was.
Lou Dort.
He was doing it for OKC. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Let's see what Derek Lively does, man. First year, been spectacular in this postseason.
It's been good. I mean, like a guy.
He could be that guy.
Bucket. I'm just like
Derek Jones Jr. has been really working out for them.
He has, and I'm happy for him because I'm glad to see he's just more than a dunker. I'm glad to see that.
Because he when he played in Chicago, I wanted him to have a bigger role there because we didn't use him good in Chicago, and I'm like, damn. And then you see him in Dallas, and he has games where he comes out and like, dude, he should have. That's what I hate about Chicago. They can never every time they fucking meet Chicago, a player always develops.
Excuse me, Chicago, blow it up, Chicago, blow it up.
It's more or less. I put it on coaching, man. You just got to bring out talent in certain guys. Certain coaches speak to certain guys' mentality, man, and it's just like.
And it's crazy because Derek Jones is always, to me, he always had potential to be. Not I'm saying a superstar, but I'm saying like a key role for a team in a playoff run or a championship run.
That's because this guy right here, Drew Holiday, is a perfect example. He was in Indiana. They didn't want him. Sent him to New Orleans.
Why keep turning?
They didn't want him. Shit, you gotta move until you find that right spot, man. Once you get to a certain spot and you get with the right coach, some guys just start balling.
All right, I think Jeff might have a hard out soon. So let me get your Eastern Conference prediction, Jeff. Pacers and Celtics.
I think Celtics, for some reason, they like to lose that second game. I'll take Celtics in 5.
They're losing this first one right now. They're down by 1. Go ahead, Alex.
I'm going to say Celtics in 5, too.
James?
I'm calling sweep.
You think Boston in 4?
Mm-hmm.
I said Boston in 4 on Facebook. I'm going to say Boston in 5 just because, they like to lose one at home. Hey, Jeff, do you think you have time for one game?
One small game? Yeah, how long?
5-10 minutes max.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, guys, it's time. It's for your favorite time to build a team, a $15 team, NBA. Y'all ready?
Let's do it.
All right, so here are the rules. You can only pick one player per row per row. So you
Okay.
can't pick two guys from $5. You can't pick two guys from $4. You can only pick one each. So that way, so everyone can get fucking their shit. Okay. So I'm gonna text you all the players. So Jeff, if you have to move out the way so you can
Yeah.
catch that shit. So for everyone to see, this is players. Build a $15 roster with players who just got eliminated in the second round of the playoffs. So for people out there, $5, Nikola Jokic, Shea Gillis Alexander, and Jalen Brunson. $4, Jamal Murray, Donovan Mitchell, Chet Holmgren. $3, Aaron Gordon, Josh Hart, Evan Mobley. $2, Jason Williams, J Dub, Dante DiVincenzo, Darius Garland. And for $1, OG Anobi, Michael Porter Jr., and Lou Dort. And since Jeff hasn't been here for a while, we're gonna just make him go first.
All right. So what? We just pick one per round, or just do the whole thing right now?
So just one per round, and then it's a draft. So once they're taken, that's it. No one else can get them off the board.
Oh, all right. So
Oh,
it's this game
shit.
plus the draft.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's build a $15 team. So once you got
okay,
them, they're
okay.
gone. So I'm gonna say Jeff, James, and then Alex.
Okay,
and then
I got you.
we'll make it snake.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Joker. Then with this rules, I'll go with Joker.
All right. Go ahead, James.
Give me SGA.
All right, Alex. You don't have to pick Brunson right now.
Yeah. I'm good, doggy. I know what to do. I put my GM cap on real quick. Let me see. Now, I might have a fucking small ass lineup though, but that's okay. I'm gonna go with Murray just because I don't want Jeff to pair up Murray and Joker because he can do that with that. So I gotta strategize. I know I'm gonna have a small team, so I gotta put my thinking cap on.
All right, your next pick, Alex.
And now I'm not gonna pick Brunson, but I'm gonna put him on my team right now because I already know it's gonna fall to me. So I'm not gonna pick another shooting guard because I was gonna go that route, but I'm gonna pick Gordon for my 4, and that's gonna be $3 there.
All right, so you lost. You're down to $8. James, it's your turn.
I didn't want this guy. But give me Mobley for 3.
Damn, that's a good. You got to. I was gonna go huge and get him.
All right, Jeff, your turn. You got 2 picks.
All right, then I guess I'll take. Oh shit! Okay, I'll take. I'll take Spider. And who was Alex's second pick?
He picked Jamal Murray and Aaron Gordon.
Okay, yeah. So all right, so
You can only pick from the 3, 2, and 1s right now.
yeah. Give me Anunoby.
Motherfucker.
Smart. And then technically, because everyone else has a $3 later on, Josh Hart falls to you, Jeff.
Yeah, I got Hart.
Yeah. So James.
I'm gonna take Chet for 4.
Okay, you didn't have to do that right now. You too could have waited. But all right,
Yeah.
let's go ahead, Alex. Your turn. 2 picks.
Okay. How the fuck? Wait, hold up. Do I already have Brunson? Do I already have Brunson in my team then? Automatically?
I mean,
Yeah.
later
Yeah.
on, yes, as a default.
Yeah, you haven't picked them, but yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay. J-Dub.
I like how this team shaped out.
Look, let me pick Luke Dort. I need a small forward that could defend and take a shot.
All right. And your next pick, $2 or $5, whatever you want to go with. I mean, $2 is more ideal, but no one's picked the $2 guy yet. So
Yeah. It's just confusing the fuck out of me for some reason. Damn. I don't have a small fucking team, bro. Give me J-Dub.
I was like, I know y'all not about to let me get 3 OKC players.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought Alex was gonna go with the other 3 Nuggets. Go ahead.
I was, but dude, the way what's the name Porter fucking played last fucking series, I wasn't gonna pick him.
All right, James, your pick.
I'm gonna take. Oh man, I like him so much better than I like Garland though. God, yeah, give me DiVincenzo.
I wanted him too, but I
So
couldn't
who does
pick
that
him.
leave me with, Jose?
So that will leave you, Jeff. That will leave you with Garland at the $2 spot, and for your $3 spot, that leaves you Josh Hart.
Yeah, because I haven't picked Hart yet, right?
Yeah, and
But
then
yeah,
for,
Hart and Garland.
and then for James, that leaves you with MPJ.
The gambler.
I mean, and then Brunson falls to Alex. So, real quick, if y'all want to just list y'all's players, Jeff, go first.
I got the Jokic, Anunoby, Hart, Garland, and Spida.
Yep. James.
I got SGA, Mobley, Chet, DiVincenzo, and Michael Porter Jr.
Alex.
What up, bro? Okay, so my fucking team got short end of the stick because they're all small, but I got dudes that can ball. So I got Murray as my point guard, Brunson as my shooting guard, Luke Dort as my small forward. J-Dub is I'm gonna have to fucking be the 4.
That's crazy.
That's
He's
a
gonna
tough
be a-
ask.
And then Aaron Gordon is gonna. Hey, you're gonna have to defend all 5 guys in the outside. So
Hey, my team can do it. My team can do
Bro, Alex, your team's a fucking Boston Celtics right now as we speak. You got one guy that can drive in there, and everyone else, man, you better fucking be protecting that perimeter. But all right, guys, that's really all I have for tonight. Is there anything else y'all want to touch up on before we head out?
No, man, I'm ready for these OTAs to kick off and this NCAA to drop.
hell yeah. Hey, stop dodging me on Madden, bro.
Ain't nobody dodging you, bro. You can smoke, free smoke.
Hey, James, he said you running, fool. No responses. All right, guys, well, that's all we have for tonight. Thank you for watching. Follow us, like, share, subscribe. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok at Puro Pinche Sports, at Pinche Sports Pod on Twitter. For humble hater James, and give him some love on the comments, guys. Don't throw all hate. Don't just say horrible
Give me
take.
the shade.
Give him some love.
Give me the shade. You feel me?
And Anakin Burrow over there. And for Alex, and then for Jeffrey
This
D.
means he's done.
Oh my God! Now he's turning to the dark side very soon. He's about to kill everybody, even all your younglings.
Does he ever win?
Wow.
Dark Vader?
I mean, who would you rather have, Justin Fields or Joe Burrow?
Good.
No, I'm saying he's changing to the dark side, but does Dark Vader ever win?
He won for like 20 years. What the fuck are you talking about?
Derek
he
White
runs
is
away.
such a great role
Oh
player.
my God! All right, guys. For James, Professor Alex, Jeff, Delusional Lujan, I almost said that.
For real.
We are
That's
Puro Pinche Sports,
him.
and we are out.
Delusional.